Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Indiana James here. It's been a while since I made a video, but today we're going to go over some news. um, as you guys know, there has been some drastic changes to how WoW is, uh, you know, on our computers and everything. First, we're going to take a look at this. President Johanna Faries talks about BlizzCon 2026 and the future of Blizzard's IP. So we're going to continue on that. There's the lady. Um, they're gonna have a massive 2026. They're gonna go do BlizzCon again, so that's cool. The biggest franchises for rolled out spotlights for Overwatch, Hearthstone, and Diablo, which is fine. I don't play any of those. Um, so Overwatch is enjoying a resurgence after ditching the two in its title. Basically, they hit a reset button, introducing five heroes and five out five new heroes out of the 10 coming this year, so that's cool. They announced new Diablo classes, the Warlock, um, including Diablo 2 Resurrection, Diablo Immortal, and Diablo 4. Can't forget about the brief hiatus. BlizzCon's coming back. um, HHW Gaming traveled to, this is HHW Gaming, Hip Hop Wired, I guess. Um, uh, and they went to Blizzard Entertainment headquarters to chop it up with this lady. So, return to BlizzCon. What can fans expect this year? Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just talking about how great BlizzCon is going to be. The goal, hopefully, feel like, oh, I'm resurrecting with my long life friends, blah, 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 stuff like that. BlizzCon will feature the inaugural Blizzard Classic Cup um, for titles like StarCraft 2 and Heroes of the Storm. Um, Great, I guess. Oh, no, it says, yeah, features. We really just thought about again back in the community and for people who've been going to BlizzCon for many, many years, or what we can do to make sure that this is a really awesome experience. We know that a classic cup would be something hopefully that the community can enjoy um, across the board. Really a mass set of what makes a great BlizzCon sing, in addition to their experiences. So, hey, if we're going to deliver the right way, what do we think about our communities we see, and what was part and parcel of some of the outcomes in terms of what we're putting together? They want Blizzard to be strategic. Let's see. It's just like a bunch of fluff, actually. Hmm. No one size fits all. What's true for one franchise might need to look really different from one of our other game franchises. Let's make sure we have the rhythm. Blizzard wants to create nuanced, deep, rich characters and worlds. Um, so they ask now, you've spoken about the need for more nuanced and diverse live experiences in the dev room to create for in the dev room for create better stories. How is this philosophy manifesting in the upcoming World of Warcraft Midnight expansion? 35 years and counting. It will continue to something we think about, right? How do we represent deep, layered, multi-dimensional story arcs and character arcs? Um, Blizzard really a powerhouse? So basically, they're talking about in here. They're just talking about wanting to be more creative and that stuff. Development teams on Blizz IP are flourishing. This lady says there's no idea off limits regarding Blizzard's IP. With dedicated spotlights in games like Diablo, Hearthstone, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft happening right now, which franchise do you believe is currently undergoing the most radical modernization? Um, no one size fits all. Let's make sure we're bespoke. What's true for Hearthstone over the next months or years need to be true for Hearthstone players and our Hearthstone community. And so too, for Overwatch are all and other IPs, so all the teams are currently raising to that challenge. This also interacts back to the planning piece, creating spaces for people to feel empowered, to have bold discussions, and learn about what's worked and what isn't working. No idea is off limits, but once we align something, let's make sure we're supporting it. The themes are flourishing in that regard in terms of big ideas. So modernization is a big deal for World of Warcraft as a whole. World of Warcraft used to be good. We used to have ads on the TV. There was ads all over social media for WoW. Join WoW, get a, and I don't. It's just I don't see it. It's died down. It's died down. World of Warcraft has died down. A lot of people who would love to play WoW aren't going to play WoW because of the way the graphics look. It's just that's the way it is. I play World of Warcraft. My family plays World of Warcraft. We're okay with that, but let's face it, the game's old. My 16-year-old's friends will not play well. None of them will. A lot of them have jobs, and they won't. They're not willing to pay for it. And the reason why they're not willing to pay for it isn't because it's expensive. Because let's all be honest here. World of Warcraft is cheap entertainment, 24/7 entertainment. Classes, what 10 classes, however many there are to level up and do things. There's always something you can never complete World of Warcraft except unless you're like that girl who did every achievement in the game, and that's can take years. There's always something for you to do in WoW. The problem with WoW isn't that there isn't enough PvP. The PvE is too hard. Blizzard's taking away add-ons. Blizzard is not allowing you. I don't know. Let's just say they said you couldn't use Discord, for example. Those things are not reasons why people don't play World of Warcraft. The main current reason and philosophy of WoW not doing as well as it should is because the game is too old. It looks too old. It's like going back to Ultima Online. Okay, I look at Ultima Online and I think I would never play something like that. Or that other stupid ass game that was out there that's like free. I forgot what it's called. RuneScape. Never. The game is garbage. It looks like shit. I would never touch something like that. I think that World of Warcraft, honestly, and I'm not. I don't think they need to remove the cartoonish feel of it. I don't think they need to remove the way you play, tab targeting, abilities on your action bar. None of that needs to be changed. World of Warcraft needs to update this game's engine enough to be Final Fantasy 14 great, or a little bit better than Final Fantasy 14's graphics. First of all, then they need to take what Final Fantasy did correctly and port it to consoles. Then they need to market it everywhere on TV, ads, promotions from Mountain Dew. If you guys remember that, I actually had a Mountain Dew sweater. I don't know where it went, but I got a Mountain Dew sweater from that promotion. All sorts of things. And then at that point with marketing, they also need to allow people to make things dedicated to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft chairs from DX Racer, other you know people who build things could make World of Warcraft gear, stuff, things, a mouse, a keyboard that actually has 18 macro keys on the left hand side from a company designed specifically for WoW. Stuff like that. That is what needs to happen to put WoW at the current level market and keep us at that niche top group in the MMO world. Now, people are going to say, well, people don't play MMOs anymore. That's wrong. Plenty of people play Trove and other MMOs, and there are MMOs that are cheap and they look like garbage. People play that, and there's more subscribers to that. Why? Because it's free. But if you keep WoW in its subscription based way to do it, allow the in-game ability to be able to purchase your in-game playtime every month, and you update the game to look like it should currently. Not saying, you know, crazy graphics, but make it current, where it's just a little bit better than Final Fantasies. You're going to have a lot more people being able and wanting to play. Johanna Faries says Blizzard is just focused on current IP. Um, Right now, we are really focused on our existing IP, and the reason for that is that that it has created strategic clarity. There's so much more room and territory to unlock, even within our existing IP. I say this often, and I believe it to have a portfolio this strong and the battle tested. This battle tested in many ways over the decades is just a significant strength of Blizzard. While that is true, while that is true, They say they can continue to do things. Teams are excited. You can only do so much with World of Warcraft and your current games IP is where people don't really want to play it anymore. I bought the Diablo game. I stuck it on the easiest way. I leveled through and I beat Diablo. I think it was 3 or whatever it was. Um, and that was it for me. I was done. Diablo isn't something that I will want to play over and over again. It has no, you know, longevity and single player games are like that. I don't care if I beat him on the hardest mode or the easiest mode. Um, the only game I will say that I will be streaming later is Final Fantasy Tactics because they just came out with a new one. Once I beat the new Final Fantasy Tactics game, I'm not going to go back and play it again unless I get really bored. Okay, so I just don't see myself. I don't see games that are single player being that sustainable unless you're going to pump out a game every year like Call of Duty. But even then. All right, so Blizzard fixed the gold rewards back on World Quest in the midnight pre-patch. So that was 4 days ago. So I'm a little late on some of these news. Update 4 days ago, Blizzard has fixed the issue regarding gold rewards from World Quests. They can once again expect rewards. Like that's fine. Uh, so they fixed that. This bug has now been fixed, and affected World Quest should now be providing intended rewards. All right, well that's cool. So they're going to allow. Oh my gosh, my nose itches really bad. So they're going to allow you to get your gold back. That's cool. WoW News: Premier Housing Currency is live. I didn't know it was live. So 100 Hertz steel is $1. 500 Hertz steel is $5. 1,000 Hertz steel is $10, and so on and so forth. Um, right now, you can buy the wolf plushie and the lion plushie. Uh, okay. Blizzard has said that most housing decoration will be earned will go through regular gameplay via questing, crafting achievements, and more. Only a small portion of decor items will be sold for her steel. This is similar to how mounts and pets are currently handled. The vast majority are earned, but a select few are shop exclusives. The only thing about that I don't like about the in-game, not pets, but mounts especially, is the Brontosaurus, for example. That allows you to access the auction house wherever you're at. So if you're a big farmer like me, you can farm until your bags are full, jump on the Brontosaurus, put it all up, and then do it all over again. You never have to leave your area that you're farming. And so when I first got the Bronto, I was running around mining, and I would fill up my bags completely. I'd put all the ore up, and I would think I would get like a stack, maybe two stacks. Not even that. I'd get like 600 ore, for example, in that little amount of time. And by that time I had that, all the ore I had was sold. All of it was sold and used. And so by the time I filled up my bags again, I'd put it all up. It was a never-ending cash flow system. I could do it indefinitely. And that to me, I don't think stuff like that should only be sold in on the shop. I know that World of Warcraft had a $5 million mount, the same thing. I don't agree that that should have been taken away. I think that people should have been able to purchase that for and in however long you put that up in on the shop, you should also put that same item in the game that you could purchase because of the fact that I mean you were on the line of pay to win at that point. I bought the Brontosaurus, okay, and I think that that is something that they need to really address. You should not be able to buy better mounts off of the shop that would allow you to access things you normally wouldn't be able to that you can't also purchase in the game on a vendor or something. Have it be 2 million gold, whatever it is. I think that's wrong, but we'll see how this hearthsteel takes place. This is something I'll never purchase. All right, upgrading gear on Midnight Beta now costs gold. Hmm. Well, this is new. Um, so Mythic gear costs 50 gold per upgrade. 250 gold total to upgrade your gear. Multiply this across all pieces, and you're 3,750 gold for all mythic upgrades, assuming two-handed weapon. Um, Upgrades at midnight. As a reminder, this new upgrade system on the midnight beta has been present for the majority of midnight test. Instead of a flat amount of crests per upgrade, the amount of crests increases the further you go down the track. All tracks have 6 tracks instead of varying amount, and only take that version for the crest. So apparently, if I read this, for upgrading gear in midnight beta now costs in gold. Okay, so it costs crests and gold. I don't agree with this gold sync here. There are too many gold sinks already. Housing decor is huge gold sink. I think that this is wrong. If it's going to cost me gold also to upgrade, you're already now Blizzard understand you're already asking people to put down thousands of gold for items that they need to purchase like flasks and food. While you do that, plus you're asking them to pay for repair bills every time there's a wipe with gold, and that can get expensive real quick. I think I died twice in a raid, and I wasn't even at full. I think my hunter has like 689, 690, item level at the time, and it was like I think I died twice, and it was what 500 gold or something just to like fix my gear, total something like that. It's insane. To add on also the cost of this putting gold um, to upgrade your gear, I don't agree with this. This is bullshit. To me, this is just a way to get more people to buy that stupid token, and I don't like that. I will do some raids, as everybody knows, but I mean, I'll be lucky if I do anything past LFR. I have no. I did regular 10 and 25 man Demencius. I've done and completed those on regular mode. I will not do anything over that. I don't have time for it. I don't want to deal with it. I think that's wrong. How This is another article about the housing decor available in hearthsteel. So again, apparently you can only buy these little plushies right now. Great. Nobody cares about plushies. All right, Warcraft X Pinterest collab. Um, Warcraft Instagram account. In Instagram has announced an upcoming collision between Warcraft and Pinterest. I don't use Pinterest. Okay, so it seems that player housing is coming to Pinterest. Great. If you're interested in that. Players should grab these 5 mounts before they go away before another year. This is posted February 12th, so a little bit again. Um, First and foremost, the most relevant one, the Spring Butterfly, comes with a Crown Chemical Company Shadowfang Keep Events heart-shaped box. Love Witch's Sweeper, and the X45 Heartseeker. Sadly, they've made people being able to get on the backs of mounts and things, like double car mounts, easy to acquire, especially if you're going to purchase something off the shop. Um, and even if you don't, I found that there was a rocket on the auction house, two-seater, for like 100K or something. So sadly, the Heartseeker, the Heartbreaker, kind of sucks that they made it so kind of meh. The remaining mounts can be purchased using love tokens. Um, the fastest way to get the tokens is simply to repeat the starter event quest on multiple characters. Not interested in that. I know that there is a I know that there is a an achievement to get that you can do, and yeah. All right, so Love is in the Air, February 9th to February 23rd, so it's still going on. Again, the rocket you can get, the wheat sweeper, and the spring butterfly. You can get these things. Pretty Loves in the Air armor. The Gala of Gifts is there. Also be able to pick up daily quests and access to lovely holiday activities. There's something there. Swift Lovebird. Players can complete the quest to obtain the love token to purchase the Swift Lovebird. I'm gonna click that and see what it looks like. So it's a ugly looking bird there. That's ugly. Okay. Well, that's about it for the news today. I think that I went over everything. I think that World of Warcraft needs to diversify itself more and become something better than it is now. I really think it needs to. Um, and yeah, hopefully Blizzard will take a look at that. And yeah. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I will be back more so now that the work situation is handled. Being a nurse is kind of shitty when you um, move jobs sometimes, which I've done. But yeah, I will be making more exclusive World of Warcraft content for you all to watch. Thank you very much.